Hey guys, Dan here. What we're going to do today is show you how I actually prepare my chicken when I go out to go fishing for catfish. Usually I use plain chicken, but sometimes I'll use flavoring. I've done Jello and all kinds of things here, so I'm going to go over some of the things I do when I'm preparing them here. So the flavorings that we're going to do, besides for plain today, is using the Proline Baits Monster Crab flavor and also the Dark Water Premium Baits Asian Carp flavor. So let's go ahead and show you what we're doing here. All right, what we got here is just a regular piece of chicken breast here, boneless. And usually what I do is I'll cut these pieces. Typically when I'm fishing, they're usually about the size of my thumb. Now you can trim off some of this fat. It gets tied up in the hook. I usually try to trim them if I can. You get this on the hook just right, it won't sit. Now, do you have to go thumb length? No, you can make it a little bit bigger. I just haven't had too much luck with it a little bit bigger than my thumb. I mean, usually you're ended up looping it inside the hook and everything. Just, I don't know what it is about the size of it. I don't know if it has to do with the presentation it shows in the water. But most generally, size of my thumb is usually what I do. And you can always cut these how you want. You can do various sizes and everything. I usually just get these at the breast at the local market. I try to get the cheapest ones possible. So, like, well, that one's a little bit big, but I'll leave that one. When you're using different flavors, I've heard everybody going from, the Jello, which is the typicals. I've heard people using Kool-Aid, coffee, about everything under the kitchen sink to do these. So, I mean, you can probably even create your own concoction and find something that'll even work. So you gotta watch these flared pieces sometimes. Now if you're going to fish these super fresh, you wouldn't have to freeze them, but if it's going to be sitting a bit, you want to make sure that they're going to be all right after a while. You're not going to be using them. You probably want to freeze them. All right. Oop, got the cut one. I actually did label this one. Most of the time I don't. Most of the time I use plain chicken, but when we were going to the Ohio River and we're doing the King of the Cat tournament, we went to a local bait shop and they had this, Proline bait there, and he knows I use chicken. He gives me grief about it all the time. If not, if you don't know that, just watch some of our videos. But what we'll do is we'll sprinkle some of this in here. I don't need a whole lot. That should do it. Now we'll seal this up. And now we'll just mix it all in here. Making sure every portion of this is covered. Now I will say, from the last time I used this, if you're going to use something like this Kool-Aid or anything like this, if you can, try to wear some kind of gloves or something so you can take it off when you're handling on your poles and stuff, because the Jello, it gets sticky. Jello gets sticky. As for the crab meat here, this stuff stains your hands. When you start touching it, it looks like a Smurf blew up in your hands. I mean, it stains them pretty bad. So if anything, I would suggest definitely, if you can, try to find something to cover your hands when you're handling it, and then at least you know, have something to wipe your hands with on top of it. Me personally, I always carry baby wipes on the boat with me, because I had kids, and I always had plenty of baby wipes around. So it helps keep the chicken, the salmonella contamination possibilities to a limited. So it's just a smart way to try to do that. So all right, we got the blue taken care of. Let's work on the carp. Now with the carp flavor here, the general idea is it comes with a spray nozzle, so you can spray it on as you toss it out. Now, since I have the capabilities of, you know, soaking this and letting it sit, why not take the advantage and do this, since we're doing this video right now? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, instead of just spraying it on, which we can do while we're out fishing, but to help penetrate the chicken, we're going to let it sit in the Asian carp flavoring. If I can find a link to these products, I'll put it in the description, because I know the Pro line, they have a lot of different scents. So if this starts working, maybe we'll venture out and try different scents as well. And once the Ohio weather turns around and starts being a little nicer than it has been, I want to do a chicken challenge where I put plain chicken, the carp chicken, and the monster crab chicken out in the test and see which ones produce the best. So I think that would be fun, little challenge to do. See which one produces the best. So put it in the comments if you think that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. Definitely Eddie won't go on that trip because he don't use chicken. All right, let's get the carp down here. Always remember, when you're done handling chicken, wash them hands. Definitely have to do that after this. All right. Haven't really used this stuff yet, so I'll give it a quick little shake. Let's give the old smell test. Oof. Thank goodness I'm not eating it. Yeah, I think that's plenty. All right. All right, there's that one. One little one for playing. My dog is down here eyeing me, wanting the chicken, which he's not getting. All right, that should do it. we go from there. Now, the big thing that I would suggest doing, if you're not going to be using this quite so soon, and you're going to go out and you're going to freeze these, one thing I would suggest doing is going out and trying to lay these out flat. Okay, just flat. So everything is, you know, try to not touching and everything like that. The reasoning behind this is, if you have them bunched up like this, it is going to be hard to peel them off. And you're going to put big chunks and pieces and sections that it's not going to be as easy to separate. So try to at least get them smoothed out, so at least as they're thawing, you're able to get them out easier. Because that's probably what I'm going to do here. Is I don't think I got a tournament this weekend, but I don't know what exactly what I'm using. I don't know if it's going to be, because I don't want to be using just chicken. So, but there you go. That's how I basically cut and prepare my chicken. If you have any questions, please put it down in the comments. I appreciate you guys all stopping by here. Hopefully it helps you guys out. It's not difficult, but if you've never done it before, I mean, it's always good to have somebody kind of show you what to do there. So, like I said, there's more than just these flavors out there, and there's nothing wrong with experimenting. You could always find another concoction that nobody's ever thought of before. So don't hesitate to try to experiment and see what you can find, because you might catch the newest flavor out there. So, again, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know when next time we're out here doing anything fun. And hopefully we'll see you on the water real soon. Catch you guys next time.